What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I'm back with some more Age Mythology, the Titans action, spawning on the left side of the map in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is IKillUDie. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Kronos. His name is Brickhead. The map is Oasis. It's currently 1-0 in this best of 3 series. IKillUDie taking that first game with his Ra. Deciding to change things up, even though it is Oasis, into Atlantean here. It seems to be one of the gods people prefer to play on these low hunt maps. Just because it's very easy to play the early game. And we have been seeing most Atlantean players just go 4-minute advance times here. Brickhead may go for a Kronos rush. He's already put 2 villagers onto food up here. And it could either be a 3:30 Kronos rush or a 4-minute advance time here. This is a very difficult matchup for the Oranos, for the Kronos player. I think Brickhead would have assumed that IKillUDie would have stuck with the Ra, so he's trying to counter-sieve a little bit with the Kronos on this map because it allows him to basically come in and kill this gold mine without too much hassle. And definitely a difficult matchup, that Ra versus Kronos matchup on Oasis. But it looks like IKillUDie read it a little bit and decided to go for the his own Oranos here, and we'll see what. Oh, excuse me. We'll see what he's got in store for this, but I can imagine this is just going to be straight 4-minute advance time into Terma spam, and then the Terma spam and Brickhead doing the same 4-minute advance time here. Oh, maybe not going for a 4-minute. Yeah, the temple and the manor. Even if he goes 3:30 here, it's still going to be those speedy Oranos Terma, which are just it's so much of an advantage in the micro. If your opponent can micro, it's so much of an advantage having those speedy Terma, even if your opponent's got an advantage on early game population, just because they can dodge arrows and stuff much easier. So we will see. The villagers does get stopped, so it's looking like Brickhead is going for that 3:30. You can advance slightly before 3:30 if you have just hunt, but there wasn't enough resources in this zebra, it seems like, and we will be seeing the Prometheus coming in and villagers spreading out onto the gold and the wood. So we will have, what is this, 1 food, 2 gold, 2 wood. And if we move over here onto IKillUDie's perspective, he is going to be advancing. He's actually done this build perfectly here, going up at 256. I mean, there's no hunting dogs, but it's slightly faster than the 4-minute advance time with hunting dogs. There is a way to get 4 minutes with a hunting dogs, but you need like perfect hunt, and obviously Oasis does not have that. We see a lot of goats here for IKillUDie as well. The temple coming in, and I think that's got to be in range. Yeah, he sees the temple. There's no hiding what's coming for him at all. Brickhead's just like, yeah, you know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do it, and you're gonna have to deal with it. We don't see focus. No focus coming out. Promethean gets instantly produced, and he's gonna be looking for someone to hit. There are these berries over here that he can push off, but IKill is gonna have all of the goats to play with. Promethean taking the town center fire here. We do see. Oh, I like this idea from IKillUDie coming into the base of Brickhead with his own oracles and be able to hit these villagers over here. Nice decision there. And he's actually able to find. He's actually found the gold mine as well. This is in range of the town center had these villagers been on the right spot. And Brickhead's going to have to micro away from this. He could run these villagers over onto this gold mine, these two, and send these villagers over onto the home wood, just to give him some time to make the Terma. And try and yet again bring these back in. We do have the forward counter barracks is up. Oracles have spotted some villagers in the corner, but not going to be going for it just yet. The mana taking it down. We did see a deconstruct onto the temple as well, which just means that there's more resources for IKillUDie to play with. We do have the Terma out, trying to deal damage. It only does 4.0. The Oracle Heroes actually do win that fight there. as he's retreating away. But Brickhead is slightly in the advantage now. He's losing this Promethean here, which is a big deal. Gotta keep those guys alive if you want to win. But Brickhead could basically just go for a wood staff here. You don't have to kill off the gold. If you know your opponent's just making wood-based units, just go for a wood staff. Wood staff is good. It's good. We do see finally the villagers deciding to fight back. Staff is not as good as Shank in this matchup here. Staff, not as good as Shank. You could use the time shift button there to have blocked in that oracle and picked it off, but not thinking about doing that one there. And Brickhead's just not putting the pressure on. He needs to. Oh, nice micro to dodge a couple of those spears, but he will lose the rest of them. Or at least lose it after the second volley there. And Brickhead trying to micro this one to the best of his ability, but the 0.5 speed is so gigantic. You can see they have a track rating of 5. So I think they can hit... I'm not sure if they can hit the 5 speed units, or 5 is where they stop hitting them. But it is a thing. And these terms are going to be moving back and forth. Holding on here. There's the Valor 4 IKillUDie. Now he's ready to start targeting down these Prometheans. Gets so much HP from them. Let's pick off another term. Picks off 2 terms. Picks off a Promethean here as well. Brickhead's getting sent back. He's trying to make some Kyro Ballista here. They do nothing against this army. The Terma actually beat them in a big ball anyways. Is that what's their pierce armor? It's only 50%. They're still doing 2 damage. So with like 10 of these doing 2 damage onto the Kyro Ballista, that ends up being 20 damage. They can tank a bit, but they will eventually pick it off. And now it's looking like the way the game's going is definitely swung in the favor of IKillUDie here. And Brickhead going to be tapping out nice and early there at 7 minutes, realizing that the Kronos rush just not working here. Given the wood situation here, had Brickhead just piled onto this wood, there was nowhere else for IKillUDie to really gather from. He would have had to move onto these palm trees here. It would have been a different story, maybe. Don't think he could have ever hit this goal. This was a really nice spawn here for IKillUDie. Anyways, GG, well played by IKillUDie, taking the series 2-0. If you guys enjoyed this exhibition on how to defend against a Kronos rush, then you can thank IKillUDie. And thank me by hitting the follow button on Twitch. And if you're on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next series.